It's another busy tourist season in the Central American nation of Costa Rica. In the bustling capital city, San Jose, visitors are arriving and quickly heading for the beaches on either the Pacific coast or the Caribbean coast, or to the famous rainforests. While it's playtime for the holidaymakers, these river rafters are hard at work, pounding their way down a challenging river full of rapids and rocks, trying to paddle in some kind of symmetry, trying to keep their balance, trying to steer, trying to keep up speed. It's whitewater rafting, and it's not for the faint of heart. This is the leading Costa Rican crew working on their team form while they're on a day off from their regular jobs. They are mostly adventure guides and river workers, but out of a genuine love for this sport, they have become a team, and a pretty good one. For the longest time, and actually still today, this is largely a tourist activity where people come from all over the world to river destinations like this one in Costa Rica. They pile themselves into an inflatable life raft and take their chances down the rapids for some thrills and spills. But lately, this has also become an international sport, and these guys are training to become what they hope will be Pan American champions and eventually qualify for the World Championships in whitewater rafting in 2009.
There's 4 events in each competition. Number 1 is the spring.
2, 1, go!
It's a race against the clock. That one race sets you up for second race, which is the head-to-head. Couples get formed, and those couples race one each other. The third race is the slalom. You need to, go through all the gates in the less amount of time possible. And then the last race is the downriver race. It's what we were doing today.
As with any sport, it takes funding to have good training opportunity, equipment, and travel for regular competition. The Costa Rican team has none of this. It's something the athletes live with, but it's also something they lament. They were unable to go to the last whitewater rafting world championship in South Korea in 2007.
Here we focus a lot in football. So we have a new sport that people doesn't know really well. So it's hard to get money from companies that want to put their name in our life jacket or in the helmet.
Is it an expensive sport?
In the beginning, yes, because the equipment is really expensive, like life jackets, paddles, helmets. But and then, when you have all the equipment, you just need to put your time, your energy, and the rivers are for free.
In the late 1980s, a group of whitewater rafting enthusiasts began getting together for cultural exchange reasons. And that led to the first World Rafting Festival in 1991 in Russia. It grew from there into a regular staging of the World Rafting Championship, beginning in 1994 in Italy, and since then it has been regularly held in places like Africa, South America, the United States, Eastern Europe, and most recently in South Korea. The next World Championships in this sport are this year in Bosnia-Herzegovina. But things are looking good for Costa Rica to host the Worlds in 2011. So these guys say they will keep up their training with that in view, although training isn't easy given the geography.
2 of the guys that we have in the team, they live in the Caribbean side. 4 of the guys in the team, we live near to the Pacific. So we are like 5 hours away. So we need to move to Sarapiquí, that is kind of in the middle. So in that case, we spend less money, less time in the bus or the car.
One might think there would be government funding available from a national sports federation, or even from the Costa Rican Tourism Board.
It is in their best interest, but the funneling of the money is not there. And then you have the sports department that doesn't really help a lot, and then you have the Olympic Committee that rafting is not Olympic, so they won't help you. So we do have a lot of economic barriers, and it's pretty much the case in most of Latin America. That's been the threat in the sport, is the expenses that the teams have to go through and the lack of sponsorship and the lack of coverage.
Rafa Gallo and the lads he helps know that the Olympic dream is far away, and that they may be in fact out of the sport as competitors by the time whitewater rafting is ever included. But they say they'll keep working at it, they'll keep going to international events that do exist, and they will keep loving their sport.
For us, it's passion. When you go to the World Championship and you racing against the Europeans or the Brazilians, you know, they race all year round. They go to different competitions all over the world. They got their sponsors. They got the full uniform. We have to put money from our pockets to go to these competitions, but it's fine. You know, we like it. Yeah.
Brendan Connor, Al Jazeera, San Jose, Costa Rica.